If you want to check out the newest addition to the Natasha Denona 5-pan eyeshadow palette family, the Coral palette, then please keep on watching. Hello my friends, if it's your first time here, my name is Alicia. Thank you so much for clicking. Kinky Sweat stands for my kinky hair and sweat life. I'm a fitness professional who loves everything movement and beauty, and if you want to find out what I do between makeups, you can head over to my Instagram for daily movement musings. Today we're taking a look at the newest, the latest Natasha Denona. Timestamps will be down below if you want to skip over to swatches, demos, whatever. This palette was kindly sent to me by Beautylish, and the reason it was because Claire, my Beautylish contact, thanked me for my Tuckahoe video, which they did not ask me to film. I'm sure they sent me the brushes in hopes that I might film something, but it was not an agreement. I love filming about brushes, and just to help you guys out to make an informed shopping decision if you were thinking about getting the set. And in the exchange, she mentioned that if there was any new releases coming up that I have interest in, to let her know. And I was like, well, and let me tell you, I asked for the Coral palette on Wednesday. It came today, Friday, and I think it's because it came over from their fulfillment center maybe in Jersey, and I'm in NYC, so she came fast. I know this isn't quite aligned with Pat McGrath Labs branding, but it would have been nice to kind of do something like this, maybe fancier for her foundation. I'm just saying. If you can't get a sample from Sephora and you order the wrong shade, like, I don't know if you'll be able to return that foundation. That's all I'm saying, okay? I'm actually going to maybe mix together 50 WN and 70 WN. We'll see. I'll be right back. All right, foundation is on. Again, I mixed the shades from her Transformatte, 70 WN and 50 WN. Not too bad. I set with Pat's Sublime setting powder in light medium 2, Giorgio Armani Power Fabric in 6. Did some Natasha Denona Tan Brows and Glow on the chic bones. Here is the box. Look, this is iridescent finish on the box. How beautiful. We got a full size 5-pan palette, and this is what she looks like up close. This palette does retail for $48. It is expensive. Natasha Denona is a luxury brand, and that is the standard price for her 5-pan eyeshadow palettes. Made in Italy. 24-month suggested expiration shelf life, paraben free, not tested on animals. I believe at this moment in time the Coral palette is not yet live. I'm on NatashaDenona.com, and it is available for pre-sale now, but by the time this video uploads, I'm sure it will be live on both Natasha Denona and Beautylish.com. Legendary saturated pure color pigments in the ultimate palette for autumn. Okay, this user-friendly palette is combined with 5 multi-use coral shades, allowing you to create a selection of looks varying from a classic daily look to a sparkling glam eye look. This 5-pan palette contains Natasha's iconic dazzling duochromes, metallic and creamy mattes. Okay, so we're dealing with 3 textures here, made out of mineral pearls, allowing you a smooth and long-lasting application. Unfortunately, we don't have shade descriptions on the website, so we're just gonna figure this out all by our little selves. On the back here, you have the shade graph, which we will follow to make sure we're saying everything correctly. First up, we have Kai, and this looks like it might be a duochrome. I think we're looking at like a, what flip is this? Let me see here. I don't know quite what it is. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just a metallic. Next up, we have Lyria, which is definitely one of her creamy mattes. Ooh, that's smooth. I really love that peachy tone. Up next, we have Abalone. Definitely duochrome. That is so pretty. Looking at a lavender blue flip, something. It's so icy, but just colorful at the same time. I really love that shade. Dakota. Creamy matte, deep brick red. The texture is just phenomenal. I can never get over her creamy mattes. They're just outstanding. Lastly, we have Lola. I mean, hands down, could be used. Oh my god. Wow. That's beautiful. Definitely autumn. I mean, these speak spring to me, and this definitely autumn, but I could see how when combining the shades, you can definitely make it into a fall look. Here's the plan, friends. I would like to try these mattes by themselves, together, and I'm not sure how many looks I'll do in this video. I always start off ambitious or under ambitious, and then I do like 6 looks, and it's like a half-an-hour long video on one palette. Typical. But we'll start off with the mattes at least by themselves, and then we'll go into combining the mattes, duochromes, and the metallics and see what we can do from there. And with all that out of the way, On the lids, we have the Too Faced Multi-Use Concealer in the shade Natural Beige as our eye primer. And for the lashes today, we'll use Ardell's either regular wispies or demi wispies. Lyria with my Refer 15. Let's see how that looks by itself. I am not setting the concealer, just going in with this shade. I think that punches down some nice color. It could be used on its own as a transition shade. For the sake of just highlighting this shade, I'm going to apply it all over my crease and lid. Take it under the lash line. That's very fluffy, so I'm taking my Sonia G Worker Pro to punch in a little more Lyria, just so it could look more saturated on the lower lash line. Going back with my Refer number 15 to blow out the shadow. And this is how Lyria looks all on its own. Same Refer number 15 with Dakota. I'm gonna see what this does. Oh, we're getting in lots of color fast. This packs a punch. Again, Sonia G Worker Pro, Dakota on the lower lash line. Also taking Worker Pro with that shade on the lid. Just some final zhuzh. And here are both creamy mattes. On the right, we have Lyria, and on the left, we have Dakota. And here's a wide shot of each of the creamy mattes on the eyes, just so you can take a look on how they appear all by themselves. I know it's hard to envision one by itself, but I thought because we were just doing the mattes, we could get away with this technique, and then we can now delve into combining the shades. See you back in a bit. Hakuhoro J5522 with Lyria. I know she's dirty. I know, don't want to hear it. I wiped her off, okay? Did not set my concealer, so going again with the Too Faced Multi-Use. Buff that in real nice. And these mattes are performing consistent to what I know Natasha Denona brings performance-wise with her creamy matte formula. Smooth, color-rich, true to pan to skin. No fallout on the face. Sonia G Crease Pro with Dakota. Pop that down on top of Lyria. Nice combination we're getting here. Coming in with more Lyria just to blow out the top, make it more diffuse. Dakota Crease Pro on the outer third. Oh, I definitely want to go in with the red metallic foist and then that icy blue shade or lavender blue shade. I'm actually going to take my Sakura Makie Shadow Chikuhodo collab shader in with Lola and get that on the outer third first. Oh, that's pretty. You can just apply this with Dakota in the crease and this all over the lid and be done. That's another look. Very simple. Oh, that's so pretty. Now let's take Kai. I think I'm going to do the icy lavender shade on the lower inner. This on top. Oh, that's so pretty. Same brush, Abalone in the third. I'm gonna bring Abalone a little higher as well on the inner corner. All right, friends, let's do the other eye and I'll be right back. On the lashes, Ardell's Demi Wispies and 2 completed eyeballs. Wide shot, and on the lips, I have Charlotte Tilbury's Kissing Lipstick in Hepburn Honey lined with her lip cheat in Iconic Nude. I'm digging this look. I like it. The deepest color that we have is Dakota, which is this red shade here, but I believe the tone of it lends itself to be a nice intensity shade that I feel adds nice depth to the outer corner. If you are deeper skin tone and you have a deeper brown that you want to use, I think Dakota all over the crease and your deeper shade of choice on the outer corner will look beautiful. This shade, it's like not completely red. I can't explain it. I wish by this time there were some shade descriptions just to better navigate my efforts in trying to describe this tone, but it's not completely red. It has like a depth to it that I think is just so beautiful. And when combined with Lola, I mean, that metallic shade is absolutely gorgeous. And I think this quite beautiful to put under your lash line like I did for this look, or inner corner. Next look, I definitely want to see how this applies on the lid. I feel visually, if you see this color with the red tones, you might be confused as to how they could possibly combine and not look strange. It works out. I think it's a nice escape from the red. It adds character to the look, and all the shades are very consistent with what I'm familiar with in terms of Natasha Denona shadow formula, so I'm very pleased at least to report that. But now let's take this off and try another look. Let's start off this look with Lyria Hakuhoro J5522. Put that all over the crease. I feel this shade will be sick with Lila, or even a few shades from Tropic or even Safari. Like Dakota with one of the reds in Safari. Oh my god, that's another video. Definitely working this color up. Tuckahoe Travel Shadow Brush with Abalone. Taking that shade, wetting. Let's just pull that right across the lid. Oh, yes. Yes, you can see. You can see how bright these are. Oh, also wanted to quickly note, you have the pinholes on the back. So these pans are magnetized and you can pop them out. Mix and match. Customize. Round 2, wetting and applying. Oh, that's pretty. I like. I think I'm just gonna go in with this shade on the lower lash line, just here on the inner third. Kind of bring it up around the inner corner as well. Zone G, Worker Pro, Lydia, outer corner. All right, let's pop on these lashes and I'll be right back. Eye look is complete, and again on the lashes are Dell's Demi Wispies. And here is a wide shot of both eyes, and we had the same lip combo from the last look, but I topped it off with Pat McGrath's Liquid Lust Gloss in the shade For Real. I actually wanted to come on here quickly and see how this works out as a blush. I just want to know. Zone G, cheek bro. I thought this brush head size was perfect for this pan size. Just boop 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 and just tap it on there. Oh, that's nice. Oh my god. I love this color. It applies so beautifully, softly on the face. I mean, this brush is amazing as well. Excuse me. You could definitely build it up, buff it down. It works beautifully on the face, just as it does on the eyes. This is way too big of a brush, but I'm taking my Sonergy Sculpt 4 with the highlighter shade, or, excuse me, Kai. I'm gonna pop that right on the top. Oh, that's fun. Good to know. We could use some of these on the face. That's a good color on the cheekbones, man. Oh. And I'm sure you could apply Abalone as well on the cheekbones if you have like a sickening purple eye and you just want to take it there avant-garde style. Guard style. Ooh, look at that. I think we did all right with the demos. Let me know if you want more eye looks from this palette. I'll be more than happy to do like a basic video or what have you. Right off the bat, I absolutely love this combination. Now, again, am I saying that you have to have it? We don't need to have any of the makeup on this channel or any channel that we see. First and foremost, if you are a Natasha Denona fan, if you have an eye on it, I think this palette presents just a fresh look at a color combination, right? You have the deep reds, but you have the peachy tones and then this duochrome that just serves well with any of the shades in here. The creamy mattes are outstanding. They blend like a dream, easy peasy. You could combine them all by themselves or together and they create a really beautiful gradient of color. They don't turn muddy when you combine them. They just blend together effortlessly and beautifully, typical of Natasha Denona creamy mattes. This metallic shade, I think this is the standout metallic shade that, again, if you are familiar with her metallic formula, it just smooths and glides across the skin, and you can in fact apply this all on its own on the lid crease and lower lash line. You can buff it out with this color or even buff it out with this color. I'm sure it will create a beautiful gradient. You could even apply this on its own on the lid or on the cheekbones. I think this is just a beautiful color because it doesn't apply too pinky and doesn't apply too icy either. It doesn't look silvery on my skin whatsoever. I just think it enhances any blush you decide to apply. And look at that. This shade as a blush, I think beautiful on the cheeks. Just pink enough to give it some flush, but not so deeply peachy pink that it looks out of place, but it looks beautiful on the crease when used alone as like your transition shade with whatever color combination you want to do. I thought this was a lot more successful than her cranberry palette. I actually bought that palette and I returned it because I felt that two shades, they were the cream to matte formula, which is different from her creamy matte, but they hard pan really quickly and I felt that the colors weren't true to how they were presented in pan. This though, I feel is very consistent with what you have in the pan to how it translates on your eyes. Is this color story for everybody? Absolutely not. But I think you're getting even double bang for your buck that you could use at least two of these shades on the face as well. Right off the bat, I'm trying to think if something matches up to her bigger pans. This might match up with her holiday palette, the red shade in here, but that's no longer available. I don't even know where those are. Hold on. I found them. I can't believe it. This is from her holiday 02 Heiress. This is in burnt terracotta. I still have the things on here. So funny. That's from Heiress. And then here we have Dakota. Dakota appears to have a little more brown, whereas the terracotta I think is just more orange. Now there is a shade I find very similar. I have to be careful. My poor little thing just busted. I am so upset because I can't replace this. This is Peach Gold from Joya. That's Peach Gold. It has a little more body than I feel Kai does from Coral. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think Coral. Oh, well, I want to do that again because that was like a little bit of a Frankenstein moment. I didn't bite my finger. Let's do that again. I'm gonna do it here. Here's Kai. So Kai's a little lighter than Peach Gold from Joya, and I believe Kai is a little more user-friendly in terms of wearing it on your eyes and cheekbones if you wish to use that as a highlighter. This shade, you might find something similar to it in Lila. I mean, this shade will look beautiful with any of the shades in that palette. So I feel like I would take this along in addition to Lila. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna just bust it out. Hold on. So here's Lila. I keep saying Lila. What is wrong with me? I feel like maybe these shades will go kind of well with the peach. I could try it out one day. This though, I feel you got like a lot of combination possibilities here. So you could combine this shade with Dakota for sure. So that is from the Safari palette. That is in Tribe. And here we have Dakota. So again, Dakota is a little more brown red, and that's more of a true like orangey type of red. Those two together will be phenomenal. If you want to kind of enhance the peachiness of Amhara, you can combine it with that peach shade. So I feel this is actually a very compatible 5-pan palette if you have the bigger Natasha Denona palette, or maybe you have her mini 5-pan palettes that actually, off the top of my head, I have the mini nude here. I feel the mini nude will be a fun companion to Coral simply because the mini nudes will hold you down with the neutral bronze shades and all of that, but then you could totally spice it up with the shades from, oh my god, you could totally spice it up with the shades from Coral. Like you could use the brown shade from Nude to deepen up Dakota, or you could use this with any of the brown. Like you could just go wild. All that to say, I'm a fan of this Coral palette, but again, this video was just to inspire you with looks. If you already knew you were gonna grab it without even seeing this video, congratulations. I can't wait for you to try it. And you just needed some look ideas, and there you go. If you just wanted to take a look at the swatches and figure out if the color story is for you or not, hopefully this video helped you with that. And all in all, I always want to thank you for your support and understanding in this very tough world of reviewing, and know that I'm never ever trying to push products onto you guys, and I'm always here to help just as a guide in terms of, again, figuring out the swatches and the colors, if they're going to look good on you, if it's going to combine well with the makeup you already have in your collection. If you already have the palettes that I'm presenting you and you need some inspiration ideas, then there you go. And with that said, friends, let me know if you are indeed looking to grab the Coral palette or whatever new eyeshadow releases that are coming up. Let me know. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video helped, and if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you in here again with another review, tutorial, multi-look video, or favorites list. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.